The Nintendo DS is home to a vast library of games, ranging from mainstream blockbusters to hidden gems that remain relatively unknown to many players. While titles like Legend of Zelda, Phantom Hourglass and Mario Kart DS stole the spotlight, there are a number of unappreciated and rare and downright extraordinary RPGs and action games that never received the recognition they deserved. These titles often slip through the cracks due to limited print runs, niche appeal, or just being overshadowed by bigger releases. Yet for those in the know, they remain some of the best and most unique experiences the DS has to offer. Now in this list we're going to look at some of the rarest and most sought after DS games that you might never heard of. From mech battles and space exploration, to quirky action shooters and steampunk adventures. These hidden gems offer exceptional gameplay, memorable stories and unforgettable experiences. Whether you're a collector hunter for these exclusive copies or a curious gamer looking to explore uncharted territories, these titles deserve a place in your library. So let's dive in! Now if you want to support the show, please leave a like and comment, as well as hit the notification bell for more content. It's a small thing from you guys, but for me it means so much for the show. If you want to help support the show financially, you can do it at patreon.com/retrowars, where you actively can get involved in the weekly podcast, join our community called the Smut Squad, and receive an additional podcast each week, and you'll find the link in the description below. Let's get into it, shall we? Here's a list of some rare DS games you might never have heard of. Released in 2011, Solatorobo Red the Hunter is an action game developed by CyberConnect 2, known for their world on the Dot Hack and Naruto series. The game serves as a spiritual successor to Tale Concerto, bringing fans of the studio's anime-style visuals and engaging narratives a fresh new experience. Set in the world of Shepherd Republic, a series of floating islands, the game is packed with rich world building and stunning visual design, blending futuristic technology with a whimsical animal-like society. You control Red Severian, a bounty hunter who belongs to a race of humanoid canines. Red pilots a powerful mech, and the game's central combat revolves around his interactions with the giant mechanical suit, engaging in thrilling battles with enemies, solving puzzles, and participating in aerial dogfights. The game's unique premise involves not just the action, but also the emotional storytelling, with the plot delving into the themes of loss, betrayal, and the power of friendship. The narrative is surprisingly deep for a handheld RPG, with rich character development and compelling story arcs with each unexpected twist and turns. Despite the game's high quality, Solatorobo was released late in the Nintendo DS's lifecycle, meaning it didn't benefit from the attention of a big launch, and it had a limited print run. This has made it a rare and expensive title to find today, but for those who can track it down, Solatorobo is a standing RPG that offers a wonderful adventure that's a blend of mecha action and heart-filled storytelling, which is awesome and I like mechas. Infinite Space. Developed by Platinum Games and published by Sega, Infinite Space is a bold and ambitious sci-fi RPG that allows players to command their own fleet of customizable spaceships, exploring a massive galaxy while uncovering a gripping narrative. The story follows Yuri, a young explorer who is thrust into the heart of the galaxy-spanning conflict filled with political intrigue, betrayals, and the search for powerful artifacts. As Yuri, you'll control not just your ship, but a whole fleet, making Infinite Space a game of both tactical and strategic decision-making. Players are tasked with managing everything from ship formations to crew morale, combat tactics, and resource gathering. It's a game that puts the player in a position of authority, requiring them to make tough decisions, all while exploring a mysterious galaxy and engaging in space battles that are as complex as they are visually spectacular. However, despite its deep systems and engaging story, the game's intricate mechanics and lack of mainstream marketing meant that it never really attracted a large audience. For many casual players, they found it intimidating, but for fans of space exploration and tactical RPGs and sci-fi storytelling, Infinite Space remains one of the most unique and rewarding experiences on a Nintendo DS. Its scarcity today is due to its limited print run and niche appeal, which makes it all valuable for those who can find it. Nostalgia. Well, this is a turn-based RPG that stands out for its mix of traditional gameplay and its adventurous steampunk-inspired setting. Developed by Matrix Software, the people who did Final Fantasy III and the 4 remakes for the DS, I wonder if it's going to look the same. The game follows Eddie, a young adventurer seeking to uncover the truth behind his father's mysterious disappearance. The narrative takes place on a globe-trotting journey with stops in famous real-world cities like London, Cairo and Tokyo, where players discover hidden secrets and ancient relics tied to a larger world-spanning mystery. The setting is fascinating, with a blend of Victorian era and steampunk elements, offering a fresh twist on the classic RPG formula where steampunk-powered airships and mechanical devices serve as both transportation and battle tools. However, despite its potential, the game was poorly marketed and never received the recognition it deserved, especially in Western markets where it hammered limited release. As a result, it remains a rare and sought-after title among collectors, but for those who get a chance to experience it, nostalgia offers a deep, rewarding RPG adventure with a rich story and plenty of exploration. In a world of traditional fairy tales, Little Red Riding Hood's Zombie Barbecue, which is such a good name, throws all the conventions out the window and creates an utterly bizarre experience. This quirky top-down shooter puts players in the role of the gun-wielding Little Red Riding Hood, or even the Japanese folklore hero Motaro, who must blast through hordes of undead versions of classic fairy tale characters. The gameplay is fast, frantic and fun, featuring arcade-style shooting mechanics that keep you on your toes. You'll mow down zombies in a variety of colourful and creative levels, each filled with strange enemies and explosive action. Now the story is just as wild as anything else. Red, along with the fairy tale heroes, is tasked with fighting off hordes of zombies that have taken over the fairy tale world. The action is fast paced, with plenty of boss fights and moments of over-the-top chaos. However, due to its strange premise, niche appeal and limited print run, Little Red Riding Hood's Zombie Barbecue is one of the hardest DS games to find. If you are in the mood for something truly unconventional, this is an offbeat gem that will make you smile, laugh, and keep you coming back for more. Developed by legendary studio Treasure, Bangai-O Spirits is a high-octane, bullet-hell shooter that takes chaos and destruction to new heights. In this game, you control a small mech that is armed with the ability to launch an almost endless barrage of missiles, bombs, and lasers. The game's action is non-stop, with waves of enemies coming at you in every direction, forcing you to dodge, fire back, and think on your feet. Now, what makes Bangai-O Spirits stand out is not just the intense action, but the ability to create custom levels thanks to its innovative sound load feature. This allows the players to use the DS microphone to share levels by transmitting audio signals, making it one of the most innovative titles on the system. Despite being overshadowed by other big DS releases at the time, Bangai-O Spirits has remained a cult classic, particularly for players who appreciate its fast-paced, arcade-style action. Its niche appeal and limited availability have contributed to its rarity today, but for those who love chaotic, explosive shooters, this is a must-play title. The Dark Spire is a hardcore dungeon crawler that brings back the challenging old-school RPG mechanics of the 1980s. Drawing heavy inspiration from classic dungeon crawlers like Wizardry, the game takes players in the role of an adventurer exploring a vast and treacherous tower filled with monsters, traps, and hidden treasures. The game is brutally difficult, requiring careful planning, resource management, and a keen sense of strategy to survive. The combat is turn-based, but every battle really does feel like life or death, especially when facing off against powerful foes that can wipe your party with a single strike. The game also features multiple endings, which provide replay value as players explore different paths and encounter various factions and storyline. However, the Dark Spire's punishing difficulty and niche appeal meant it never reached mainstream audience. Today, it's considered one of the rarest and most coveted DS RPGs, offering a challenging and rewarding experience for fans of hardcore dungeon crawling. And Shepherd's Crossing 2. It's a farming simulation game that takes a more relaxed, open-end approach rather than other titles like Harvest Moon. Players are tasked with managing a farm, raising crops, breeding livestock, and building relationship with the townsfolk. Now, what sets this game apart from other farm sims is the focus on the self-sufficiency and survival mechanics. Players can trade goods with NPCs, barter for resources, and manage the delicate balance of running a successful farm. Unlike other farming sims, there's no rigid schedule, allowing players to take things at their own pace and enjoy a more organic progression through the game. Unfortunately, Shepherd's Crossing 2 had very little marketing and a limited print run, making it one of the hardest DS games you gotta find. However, for fans of farming sims looking for a unique twist on the genre, this hidden gem offers a deep and rewarding experience. Whether you're in it for the survival mechanics or simply enjoying a farm at your own pace, Shepherd's Crossing 2 remains a beloved title for those who know of its existence. And there you have it, 7 of the best but rarest Nintendo games you probably never heard of. Which ones of these have you played, or are the ones I missed and deserve the spotlight as well? Let me know in the comments below. And as I said, don't forget to like, subscribe and hit that notification bell for more gaming content. I'll see you in a few days for another list, and until then, my name's been Danny, take care of yourself, bye bye.